Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. Time is, let's see what time it is, 4:44 p.m. Yes, Jersey time, and not as cold as yesterday, Jersey time. Up in the upper 40s today, so things are warming up as compared to yesterday. All right, we got another one of those sex fiends out there, you know, those well-trained professional heroes. Always out there risking our lives as they protect and serve the neighborhood and pervert on people. This one is reported on NBCWashington.com and it came out February 15th, 2022. Former D.C. officer arrested in Florida, charged for sex acts with minor. Well, is anybody surprised about these stories? It's almost as if I don't even want to do them anymore because I know you're all just so numb to it that it doesn't even shock you anymore. But you know what? We got to keep putting the stories out there so that the world can see that this is what's going on. And if you get one of these bootlicking holster sniffers or badge bunnies that want to get on there and say, oh, it's just, you know, there's good and bad in all professions. Yeah, bullshit, okay? I don't see these stories every day about a garbage man or a school teacher or a librarian or the person working at McDonald's. All right, here's the story right here. All right, let's find out because I did not read the whole story. A former Washington, D.C. police lieutenant, he should know better than anybody. Lieutenant was arrested in Florida over the weekend and is charged with sexual activity with a minor, authorities say. According to court documents, police were on patrol Saturday in the city of Coconut Creek in Broward County when they noticed two cars following each other. One of the cars turned down a restricted access road while the other stopped in the middle of the roadway. Officers approached the driver of the car on the road and he identified himself as a police officer. That driver was 53-year-old Brett Parson, retired from D.C.'s Metropolitan Police Department last year and was a member of the department's Reserve Officer Corps. Well, does anybody believe this is the first time he ever did anything like this? I know I don't believe it because these things, they don't start overnight. Parson told the officer he was in town visiting family, that he had gotten lost. Police documents say officers gave him directions and sent him on his way. The officers then contacted the driver of the other car, the one that turned down the restricted road. That driver, identified in court documents as a 16-year-old, told police that he and the other driver, Parson, were looking for a secluded spot. They met on a dating app for gay men, and they had already met up in another location which wasn't private enough, the police documents said. The charges state that the two had engaged in sex acts at the other location. Parson had served as head of the Metropolitan Department's lesbian, gay, the LBGBT, EFG, HAIOP liaison and unit for retiring. A spokesperson for D.C. police says they've been made aware of the charges against Parson and that he has been since fired from the Reserve Corps. It is unclear whether he has an attorney, but I'm sure he'll get one. All right, so you have another child predator cop, retired cop, but still involved with policing, having sex with a 16-year-old. Now, really, I don't know how much is going to happen to him because it's going to be the kid's word against the cop. So unless they got some kind of video or text messages, it's really, that's going to be a tough one. But listen, if he asks me if he's guilty, I'll believe the 16-year-old kid. That's who I believe because this lieutenant is right in that age bracket where this kind of activity goes on.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boy.
Again, thinking with the small brain and not the big one. You know, they always want to believe they can get away with it. And again, there's no sex out there, no orgasm, whatever you want to call it, worth going to jail over people. You know what, if he just tried to get somebody 2 years older who was 18, he'd be free and clear to do the hokey pokey with the guy. All he wants, that he's got to go after one of his little fantasies. And as I've talked about fantasies before, you know, you can have fantasies, but some of them are not good. So you keep them in your brain where they belong and you don't act on it. But, you know, when the little brain kicks in, as I've said, you know, when a man's private parts kick in, all sensibility goes out the door. I will put the link in the description. Let me know what you think in the comment section.
It
Till
sound
next time,
right,
people.
boys.